I'm Debbie the Wine Lady, and today we're in my kitchen to talk about wines with pasta. Now, pasta and wine is a marriage made in heaven. It's the basis of Italian cooking, and in fact cooking even in America too. We love pasta, we cook a lot of it, and so I know that there's lots of different styles of pasta. There's everything from the red sauce that's kind of the traditional spaghetti and meatballs, but there's a shrimp scampi over linguine, and then there's a big like bold bolognese meat sauce. There's all sorts of different tastes. So how do you pair wine with that? Well, it's real simple. You follow my one and only basic guideline for pairing food with wine, and that is follow the sauce. The sauce is what you put on top of the pasta, and that's the dominant flavor in your dish, isn't it? You're not tasting the pasta itself, you're tasting the bolognese or the lemon or whatever. So let's work through a few sample dishes and see how that would work. Okay, I've got some white wines here, and I'm thinking now of pasta dishes that have a white sauce or a light wine sauce. For example, have you ever had white clam linguine? That's clams in a kind of a wine and lemon and light cream sauce over linguine. I would definitely do a white wine with that. And I've got here a couple of Italian ones that would be really cool to try. There's a lot of different regions in Italy, but all the white wines tend to have a nice crispness. They're dry usually. This is a Gavi. Gavi comes from northern Italy. Northern Italy is very cool, so the wines are more acidic, nice and crisp and sharp. That would make a great wine for that kind of dish. I've also got one from southern Italy. This grape is called Grillo. Because it's southern Italy, it's much warmer. The grapes and the fruit, therefore, are softer and a little bit richer. So this would be a little softer, fruitier wine to go with the, white linguine instead of something too sharp. Okay. Another one of my favorite sauces is what's called a vodka sauce. It's not white or red, it's pink. It's right in the middle. It's basically a red sauce mixed with cream. That has some of the characteristics of a red sauce, but it's softer. So here's what I'm suggesting. My first choice would probably be a dry rosé from France or Spain. But here's one from Italy that I think would be a good choice. Dolcetto. Dolcetto is still a dry red, but it's lighter bodied. It's not going to fight. It's not going to overpower that kind of more delicate pink sauce. Dolcetto is a great wine to try with that kind of a pasta dish. What else did I bring? Oh yeah, I also brought a Pinot Noir. This one is from Argentina, Mendoza, Argentina. It's soft and it's fruity, so again, it's going to be a dry red wine that's going to complement that pink sauce without overpowering it. Okay, let's move on up to the heavier sauces. In red sauces, marinara is the basic. Marinara is just tomatoes, spices, basil, olive oil, garlic. It's got definitely a tang. And with any red sauce, I'm going to put a wine that has some acid. Why is that? Because the acid in the tomatoes and the acid in the wine make a perfect marriage. Chianti from Italy is just a fabulous red sauce wine. This one, Chianti obviously comes from the Tuscany region. Chiantis range from, fairly light and easy drinking for, $8 or $10 a bottle, those ones in the basket, to real bold, reserved Chiantis that are going to be maybe a more challenge to your palate. So go with an easy drinking, less expensive Chianti. Or here's an idea. If you can find a Sangiovese made in California, Sangiovese is the grape used to make Chianti. So this is going to be a little California New World twist on it, but it still has that bright acid that really sets off the tomato sauce. Bolder still, how about a meat sauce, like a bolognese sauce made with ground veal or meat? Those red sauces are even heavier, and I would put a heavier red. From Italy, this is a Barbaresco. The Barbarescos, the Barolos, those are kind of the big boys of Italian reds. They've got more depth, more body. They can stand up to that meat sauce. That's a good choice. I've also got, you don't have to be Italian, I've got some other choices. The Spanish reds tend to have that acid too and the boldness. This is one called Fuego Garnacha from Spain. I think it could stand up to a bolognese, and it is just the world's best pizza wine. I'm not kidding. Try this with any red sauce pizza. And hey, from the U.S., Washington State reds are known for having a higher acid level because it's a cooler climate. The acid in that and the boldness make it a good complement to a heavier pasta dish. This is a Cabernet. but it's not as dry and tannic as you might expect. Because of that acid, it will actually work with a bold red sauce. So there you go. I've given you some ideas for pairing pasta and wine, but you know, the basic guideline is just this. Enjoy. Make some great food, open a bottle of wine, have friends and family together. You really can't go wrong. Okay, cheers.